Hey guys, we're out on the boat. I wasn't planning on going, but just kind of worked out that way. So here we are. I'm in my old bayou that I grew up on. Do a quick spin around. This is where I cut my boating teeth back in the day. I grew up from probably the age of about 5. I was out here in a John boat or some kind of boat, and later on swimming, whatever else. Bayou here right in the middle of town. I grew up right down there's a little canal, and that is where I grew up. It's all the vacation rental stuff down here now. Anyway, I'm just going to run back home, and it's kind of breezy out. I thought it was a little bit nicer from what I could see at the house, but as soon as I got out in the bay, I realized it's just not as nice of a day as I hoped it would be. So I thought I'd bring you guys along for a minute. I actually have a new camera that I bought for live streaming, but I don't have it. I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't planning on even going. So a while back, there was a boat in the news here. It had washed up on the shore by the main highway next to the bridge during a storm. Somebody had I think, maybe been living in it. And then we had another storm, real high tide, and it freed up. And they had it anchored back out in the water a little ways. And then we had another storm, and it ended up about half a mile east of where it went on shore, and then it sank. We're going to go take a look at it. And in the distance, you'll probably see another boat behind the channel markers that are off to the left. Can't see it right this minute, but you're going to see the side of a boat, what's left of a boat that sank out here a few months ago. Probably been close to 6 months now. And it was a live aboard, and it was running because he would move it every few days. He'd move back and forth to whichever side of the bay was best. And I guess that the weather changed in the night. He decided to move back to this side of the bay and did not realize that there are some extremely shallow sandbars off of this channel. And he ended up, I believe, probably pulling the prop shaft out of the boat and sinking it on about a 1.5 foot deep area. We'll take a look at it, but I can't get as close to it. This one we can go right up to. Yeah, it's been here probably about a month now, something in that range. And like I said, I think they were living on it, and it may have been damaged when they grounded it or when it came up on the shore. We're sitting here in about 4 feet of water right now. There are a lot of boats you see now in the distance. Right about the center of the screen now is another boat, another liveaboard that sank out here. And they have all kinds of supplies. Really becoming a problem, you know. I'm freedom of anchoring and whatever else you want to do, but they're really kind of making a mess around here. I know now of 5 boats that have sunken in the last year that were liveaboards that were not being maintained properly, and probably don't have, enough money for a nice solar system to keep the bilge pump working good. You're littering the bays, that's for sure. she gets real shallow off here to the right. Right now we've got about 5 feet in this little channel. And if you go outside of the channel, it's 2 to 3 feet. And then he's sitting right in the very center of an area that's probably, I would say 250 feet across is it, of 1 foot. He couldn't have been in a worse spot. I could probably drop almost up to it on this side, but I don't think I'm going to take a chance. Yeah, it was a nice little pilot house boat, single inboard diesel. I believe a single. I don't think it's got twins, but probably has a Cummins sitting in it. It's all trash now. But I first noticed that boat because it looks similar to a boat that somebody decided to get their hands on cheap. Judging by how it came apart, I don't think it was in the best of shape. It's really coming apart now, though. It's pretty amazing, really, how much damage that has occurred to that boat from these storms. There you guys are. Oh, that's way too zoomed in. Lord Almighty. Uh, been real busy. I'd hoped to make a few more videos, but you know how that story goes. It's been a very, very hectic year for me in many ways. Now I'm trying to figure out what I'm seeing. I don't know what it is. It's a long ways. I can't show you guys. If I had to guess what it was, and I know it's not, I would say there's a dolphin sitting there with his head sticking out of the water. Very strange. We can go back around this way now. Shallow. I trust my maps here. Maps say I can do this. Must be some debris from that boat. Oh, wow. Yikes. I can see the bottom. I have to be careful because the wind, oh, yeah. Go a little further out. I'm not going to trust these maps as much as we're not touching, but it's shallow here. Very shallow. And the wind is coming off my left really strong. What I don't want to do, maybe you guys can see how shallow it is. I don't know. But what I don't want to do is I don't want to get blown into the shallows and end up like that boat. This boat I can put the drive up on at least and probably get out of just about anywhere, but we don't want to find out the hard way. I can tell you though, it is very shallow in this side of the bay. You know, I had a John boat, I could run anywhere I wanted with no problems. So I was used to seeing the bottom everywhere, but as I've gotten older and gotten to these bigger boats, it's a scary feeling to see the bottom. It's an expensive feeling. All right, we're in 5 feet now. Let's see if I can swing you guys around. Some kind of, I don't know what it is. It's not a dolphin with his head sticking out of the water anyway. I don't know if we can see it. See that big blue house, light blue house? Not there. Right there. See that thing? What is that? Nobody knows. It appears to be fiberglass of some sort, so it's got to be a piece out of that boat. All right, anyway. So like I said, it was a pretty day. Wasn't really planning on going anywhere with the boat, but I am right at the very edge of having my boathouse done. I'll get a video of that up here soon. So we're just waiting on the lift, on electrical, plumbing, lighting. But the house is done, the roof is on, the dock is done, the seawall is done. And we are probably a couple of weeks away from being able to put the boat on the lift and crank it up in the boathouse. Very, very happy about that. I still have some other plans that I want to do some things to it, as well as put a fish cleaning station and all that on it. But it should be a pretty nice little setup for a while we're here at this house until we're no longer there. All right, well, I'm going to shut up. I know you guys probably can't hear the engine with this stupid camera. This microphone on this phone is no good. But maybe you can hear it. So we're going to get some speed up, do a couple of circles, and then head on in. So, Charlie. Who's that, Charlie? Look at him. Alrighty, well, we are back in the bayou, at least. I lost my radar. I had to lost track. I rebooted the display and it cycled the power to the halo. And for some reason, the halo is not happy anymore. Well, what's going on with that? That thing is a little bit finicky. It's definitely finicky about voltage, but it's also picky about sometimes turning on and off the displays and all that good stuff. Well, the rest of the ride is a very long, boring canal filled with barking dogs. So I believe I'm going to go ahead and end the live stream. Appreciate you guys stopping in. Hopefully I'll have my new camera equipment in the boat soon. It's just really inconvenient right now. I keep the boat over at my neighbor's and I can't really work on it. It's out in the sun all the time and I just want to get it under my new covered lift. And pretty much my lift is set up like this one here. It's 5 posts. So basically it's covered all the way down. So your deck area is covered like this one is on the left here. And it's got a catwalk and all that good stuff. So very, very similar. But hopefully maybe the next video I do, I'll have a new camera equipment and I'll show you guys my lift setup and all that. So maybe a couple of weeks from now, we'll make that happen. For now, I will catch you later.